you can lead a cow to water. Nutton Beach, 1 kilometer.
Right, now we can... Let's move on.
Wall Drug, 7,921 kilometers. Jambalaya Island, 3 kilometers.
Violence. Now you just being obstinate. What's important here is blood. I think we're getting off track here. Let's get back to Icor. Well, yes, but I think you need to rationalize.
Who are you?
I be Hellbeard, the unrepentant, the scourge of the 7 seas.
Hellbeard. I think I've heard of you.
Yeah, of course you've heard of me. I'm the nastiest pirate in the world.
Wait a minute. Hellbeard the Unrepentant died over 80 years ago.
Do I look dead to you?
No, you look like a sock. Can I talk to the other puppet?
Puppet? There be no puppets here, boy. There be only the unrelenting terror of Hellbeard.
Can I talk to your puppeteer?
Puppeteer? Hellbeard, the unrepentant, is no man's puppet!
If you're Hellbeard, where have you been for the past 80 years?
Look, over there!
Who are you?
I'm Hellbeard the Unrepentant, of course.
Why can I only talk to one of you at a time?
Because of that paranoid jerk, Admiral Kasaba. Whenever he sees 3 or more pirates talking, he assumes they're plotting some sort of mischief. So he lobs a cannonball at them.
Can't he tell the difference between pirates and puppets?
I don't know if you've noticed, but Kasaba's not too bright.
Do you know anything about the ultimate insult?
If only I didn't. Many years ago, I was the last pirate to be exposed to the ultimate insult. In one fell swoop, its devastating jibes utterly destroyed my once indomitable ego.
Do you know anything else about the ultimate insult?
It destroyed my ego. What more do I need to know?
I guess you're right. I thought the other puppet was Hellbeard.
You'd like to think that.
You're remarkably level-headed for a guy named Hellbeard.
80 years of living under the influence of the ultimate insult will do that.
Can I talk to your puppeteer?
I'd rather you didn't. We're trying to protect him.
Come on, let me talk to the puppeteer.
Well, all right, but don't make any sudden moves.
I'll be as gentle as a baby dolphin. You must be Hellbeard.
If you say so, sir.
You don't look like a fearsome pirate to me.
Me? A fearsome pirate? You must be mistaken, sir. I wouldn't harm a fly.
But you're Hellbeard the Unrepentant. You sacked an entire archipelago with a rowboat and the jawbone of a bilge rat named Stinky.
Oh, dear. That sounds far too violent and adventurous for me.
Why do your puppets look like me and LeChuck?
Puppets? What puppets?
Wow, you are a basket case, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Very good, sir.
Well, if there aren't any puppets, then why are you in a puppet theater? Ha! Explain that.
This is my home, sir.
What?
I know it's not much to look at, but it's actually quite roomy.
I can't believe that you live in a puppet theater.
It's a humble home, but I'm a humble man.
Do you know anything about the ultimate insult?
The ultimate insult?
Arr, you again?
Seriously, where's the other puppet?
Get this through your lice-infested skull, cabin boy. There be no puppets. There be only Hellbeard.
Do you know anything about the ultimate insult?
The ultimate insult. Never heard of it.
But
I said I never heard of it.
If you're Hellbeard, where have you been for the past 80 years?
Look, over there! You again.
Can I talk to the puppeteer again?
Well, all right.
Hellbeard?
Please, stop bothering me. I'm harmless, really.
I think I'll leave you alone.
Thank you, kind sir.
Could you help me find this?
What's that?
It's a picture of the ultimate insult.
The ultimate insult? Ah!
Hey, you forgot your puppets! Gee, guess that was just the kind of breakthrough he needed to mend his shattered psyche.
This little Guybrush puppet sure is cute. On the other hand, literally, this LeChuck puppet is downright creepy. I better put these away before Kasaba flings a cannonball at me. Land shark! Too heavy. Awash in sand. Its steering days are over.
Excuse me, ma'am.
What can I do for you, young man?
This is kind of a strange place for a school.
This isn't your average school, dearie. This is the Ozymandias Pirate Transmogrification Center.
Transmodification?
Transmogrification. We take barbaric, foul-smelling pirates, like yourself, and transform them into prim, productive, and polite members of the emerging consumer-based economy.
That's the most nefariously evil thing I've ever heard.
Oh, now, sweetie. Don't knock it till you've tried it.
Do you know anything about the ultimate insult?
What's that?
It's a powerful voodoo talisman that destroys people's egos.
Oh, my. We don't allow any voodoo paraphernalia in our classroom, young man. Mr. Mandrell feels that voodoo is a prime contributor to the pirate lifestyle.
Did you know that there's a crazy man cruising along your shore?
Do you mean that brave Admiral Kasaba?
Brave?
He's single-handedly keeping the great unwashed pirate masses of Nuttin Atoll from corrupting the paradise of Jambalaya Island.
He's a loon.
The most courageous men are always a little crazy, dearie.
I'm tired of being a slimy pirate. Sign me up.
Wonderful! Just go in and take a seat, and you'll soon be on your way to a brighter tomorrow. Good afternoon, class. My name is Miss Rivers, and I'd like to welcome you to Ozymandias Pirate Transmogrification Academy, a wholly owned subsidiary of Ozymandias Enterprises. Just by walking in that door, you've already taken a courageous first step in a journey that will transform you from swashbuckling pirates into healthy, normal, and most of all, productive members of society. And why have you made this step?
Because we don't have a choice.
No, dear. You've come here because you're scum-sucking pirates who deserve to be dragged into the street and shot like the dogs you are!
Yikes.
Now then, for the next few hours, we'll be breaking down your antisocial pirate defense mechanisms and replacing them with more acceptable, marketable behavioral traits.
This could take a while. Why don't you come back later?
First, let's have a frank talk about pillaging.
And that's why keel hauling is bad.
Very nice, Young-ya. Now, class, let's move along to your final exam. 3 questions that will account for 90% of your grade.
That doesn't seem fair.
Don't get smart with me, Sonny.
Sorry, ma'am.
Let's begin. Yanya,
Yes, ma'am.
your tofu burger is delivered medium well, despite your explicit request for medium rare. How do you react?
I grudgingly eat the burger while hoping the service improves during my next visit.
Now then, Guybrush.
Yes, Miss Rivers?
A scruffy-looking stranger offers you a grog. What's your response?
I accept the grog, poison his own, and steal his treasure. Arr!
Now that's just rude, Mr. Threepwood.
Jeez, and I thought I was a heartless savage.
Now, Mungo,
Yes?
what's in your mouth, young man?
Pirate spitting tobacco, ma'am.
Did you bring enough for everyone?
Actually, yes.
Well, that's hardly the point, young man. We don't allow pirate paraphernalia in this classroom. Hand it to me.
Sorry, ma'am.
Now then, Mungo.
Yes, ma'am?
While delivering Christmas toys to orphans on a nearby island, you notice a passing ship that's obviously taken on too much cargo. What do?
I sail by, resisting the urge to attack.
Okay, second question. Guybrush,
Yes?
after drinking too much grog, a friend of 20 years teases you about your haircut. What is your reaction?
I shave his belly with a rusty razor, all the while shouting, I got your haircut right here, Spanky.
Oh, no, that won't do.
Who's Spanky?
Miss Rivers, I think Guybrush needs a timeout.
Mungo,
Yes'm?
a stranger approaches you and asks for the time. How do you respond?
I don't know how to tell time.
Ah, and Yanya?
Yes, Miss Rivers.
While reading a book of poetry in the library, what appears to be a treasure map falls out of the book. What's your plan of action?
I put the map in the book and alert the librarian.
Alrighty then, now for the third and final question. Mungo,
Yes, ma'am?
you see a man accosting another with a sword. What do?
I run the attacker through with my trusty sword, Winnie.
Now, Yanya,
Yes, ma'am.
your captain has plotted a course directly through the heart of the Devil's Triangle. How do you react?
I feel a small degree of superstitious, irrational fear, but press on with my duties.
I see. And finally, Mr. Threepwood.
Yes?
A member of the opposite sex rebuffs your advances. How do you cope?
I transform myself into an undead creature of unrelenting evil, terrorizing the seven seas in my never-ending quest to make her my bride. Arr!
Oh, my.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Well, I've added up all your scores, and I must say that I'm very unhappy. Mungo, I'm afraid you didn't pass. Your heart's in the right place, dear, but your brain is somewhere cold and dark and covered with spiders.
Oh,
Yanya, I'm flunking you, too.
Why? I got every answer right.
Yes, dear, but your attitude sucks.
This is horribly unfair.
So's life, sweetie. Get used to it. And then we have Guybrush. Guybrush. I've been teaching this course for months, and I can safely say that you're the single worst student I've ever met. I've picked lint out of my belly button with more learning potential than you. Now, in order to guarantee that you never darken my school's doorstep again, and to stigmatize you for the rest of your hopefully short life, I'm strapping this dunce cap to your stubborn pirate head in the hopes that humiliation will succeed where education failed. Now get out of my classroom and never return!
Yeah, I may be a dunce, but at least I'm a mighty pirate dunce.
In case of fire, pull alarm. Never try this at home, boys and girls. False fire alarms cost lives.
Ah! Fire! Everyone run for your lives! Gotcha! Thought you could pull a fast one on me, huh? Get out!
Now I remember why I dropped out of school.
Ah! Another fire! Everyone run for your lives! Aha! Think you're pretty clever, don't you? Get out!
I'm surprised she fell for that again.
Ah! Another fire! Everyone run for your lives! Gotcha! Think you're pretty clever, don't you? Get out!
It's a good thing that Miss Rivers' short-term memory seems to be on the fritz.
Ah! Another fire! Everyone run for your lives! Not so fast, Buster! That fire alarm is not a toy, Mr. Threepwood. Get out!
I wonder how many times I can get away with this.
So that's when I sliced open his pancreas.
Hi there.
You idiot!
What do you think you're doing?
What's the matter?
He'll see us, you ignoramus!
I'm out of here!
Fire! You may want to move a couple of feet to your left.
Gee, thanks.
You're welcome. Now go away so I can resume my discussion with the delightful Miss Daisy.
That Kasaba guy almost killed me. Again!
Who are you, you annoying little miscreant?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. And you are?
Jumbo Lafitte, last of the Lafitte pirates.
Where'd that cannonball come from?
That dreadful Admiral Kasaba person. Every time he sees 3 or more pirates talking, he thinks there's a conspiracy afoot. So he begins to lob cannonballs at us. If I weren't so comfortable here on the beach, I'd sail out there and give him a piece of my mind.
I forgot. Why does Kasaba fire his cannons at you?
Because he's delusional and paranoid. Every time he sees 3 or more pirates talking, he thinks we're plotting an invasion of Jambalaya Island. So he starts firing his cannon.
Are you aware that you've got a pair of parrots on your shoulders?
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Was that sarcasm?
You know, I can't really tell anymore. In any event, these are, in fact, my parrots. I call them hugging and kissing.
You're joking. You're not joking. Which parrot's hugging and which one's kissing? I can't believe I just asked that.
I don't know. They're identical twins. It's too bad, too.
Why?
Because they're special parrots.
Special how? Do they sing light operas?
Of course not. But they are cursed with powerful voodoo magic.
How so?
One of them always tells the truth. The other one always lies. Isn't that right, fellas?
Yes, no.
Oh, if I knew which one was which, they would be tremendously useful. As it is, they're rather annoying.
You're awfully large.
Figured that one out all by yourself, did you?
I'm looking for the pieces of the ultimate insult.
What's that?
It's an ancient voodoo talisman of butt-numbingly incredible power.
Ooh, sounds dreadful.
Jumbo Lafitte. Any relation to Tiny Lafitte?
Tiny Lafitte was my father.
I'd like to talk some more about your father.
Okay.
Was he really called Tiny the Friendly Pirate?
No! My daddy was everything a real pirate should be. Violent, vulgar, psychotic. Pirates lined up for miles to spit on his grave.
If Tiny was such a great pirate, then what's with the Tiny the Friendly Pirate statue?
It's those soulless cretins at Ozymandial Enterprises. They're using my father's name and image as happy icons for their new family-friendly Jambalaya Island.
Those jerks. Are you sure you weren't adopted? After all, you're so big and Tiny was so... tiny.
You should have seen my mother.
She was a large woman, I take it?
She had a picture of Monkey Island tattooed on her butt.
So?
Actual size.
Ugh. What happened to Tiny's statue?
I happened to it.
Come again?
To lend a touch of authenticity to their precious statue, Mandrill's flunkies bronzed my father's captain's hat and welded it to the statue. Enraged by this sacrilege, I gathered some pirates and raided Jambalaya Island. Before anyone knew what happened, I rescued my father's chapeau, returned to Nuttin Atoll, and buried my treasure.
Your father would have been proud of your piratey prowess.
Oh, thanks. Unfortunately, my raid inspired Mandrill to hire Kasaba to patrol the waters of Nuttin. Now, Nuttin Atoll is nothing more than a prison for recalcitrant pirates who don't share Ozymandial's vision.
One pirate to another. Where did you bury your father's bronze hat?
I don't know.
What?
I know I buried it under a boulder along the beach. I just don't know which one.
If I find your father's hat, can I borrow it?
I don't know. Why do you want it?
I'm going to use it to crush Ozymandial like a bug.
Really? Oh, that's great! If you can find it, feel free to use it.
This is obviously a painful subject. Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
Don't get up. I'll see myself out.
Goodbye, little pirate.
This guy looks pretty big. I'm surprised he needs a fire to keep him warm. Holy jumping monkeys, that's a lot of boulders. How am I ever gonna find the right one? Kinda sounds like a parrot. Two plus two?
37.
That must have been the lying parrot. What's my name?
Guybrush Threepwood.
That must have been the truth-telling parrot. Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
North.
Is Tiny Lafitte's hat buried under this rock?
Heck yes.
I know that parrot always lies, so Tiny Lafitte's hat must not be here. Is Tiny Lafitte's hat buried under this rock?
No.
I know that parrot always tells the truth, so Tiny Lafitte's hat must not be here.
Heck yes.
Is Tiny Lafitte's hat buried under this rock? No. I know that parrot always tells the truth, so Tiny Lafitte's hat must not be here.
No.
I know that parrot always tells the truth, so Tiny Lafitte's hat must not be here. Is Tiny Lafitte's hat buried under this rock?
No.
I know that parrot always tells the truth, so Tiny Lafitte's hat must not be here.
Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
North.
I don't think he'd like that. Is Tiny Lafitte's hat buried under this rock?
No.
I know that parrot always tells the truth, so Tiny Lafitte's hat must not be here. Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
East.
Is Tiny Lafitte's hat buried under this rock?
No.
I know that parrot always tells the truth, so Tiny Lafitte's hat must not be here. Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?
North.
I don't think he'd like that. Is Tiny Lafitte's hat buried under this rock?
No.
I know that parrot always tells the truth, so Tiny Lafitte's hat must not be here. Is Tiny Lafitte's hat buried under this rock?
No.
I know that parrot always tells the truth, so Tiny Lafitte's hat must not be here. Which way should I go to find Tiny's hat?